What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the ICP. This is going to be the week 9 battle, I think. We're going up against Sir Jorge the Great. Phenomenal dude. I've really gotten to know him pretty well over the past little bit, past couple weeks, but super fun guy. He makes pretty interesting content, and he has really great thumbnails, so you guys should go check him out. His links will be down in the description below, but we need to win this game, because if we win this, we're guaranteed playoffs. If we don't get slaughtered, we're in a really good shot to make playoffs. We just really need to play smart this game, and we need to try to pick up a win. So looking at Jorge's team, he has Skarm, Haxorus, Drape. I'm expecting the top 6 with Terrakion as the 7th Mon, in my opinion. I don't have switch-ins to Haxorus. I don't have switch-ins to Diggersby. I do not have switch-ins to Terrakion. I don't have switch-ins to any of them. So I'm very worried about all of them. And I don't really have the best switch-ins to Magmortar either, because it can be like Flamethrower, it can be Thunderbolt, and it can just nuke through the vast majority of my team. So pretty worried about that Pokemon, but overall I think I have really good answers to the vast majority of the Pokemon that they could bring. Something to note before even going into it, they do not have a switch into Rain. Hydro Pump 2-shots the entirety of the team aside from the last 2 Pokemon, and one of them is not a real Pokemon, and that one is Cramorant. And Ice Beam just completely nukes the Alolan Eggy. So Hydro Pump is looking extremely spammable this game. If I'm able to get in my Kingdra, I can pretty much claim a KO every single time. The only thing I have to worry about is first impression Haxorus. That's about the only thing that they have to revenge me in the rain without me killing them or risking killing them. So I did prep for that, but let's just go ahead and take a look at it. So we have Kingdra, Life Orb Kingdra, Life Orb number. I didn't run max special attack just because of the Life Orb number. It didn't change any rolls after rocks. I still killed everything after rocks with this investment, so I wanted to make sure I had at least had a Life Orb number. If you guys don't know what a Life Orb number is, it just means that after 10 hits, so I will take 15 points of damage each time, so I'll have 9 HP remaining. Whereas if I did it like this, I would have 1 HP remaining. So it's just a way to make sure you have the most amount of HP possible whenever you take 10 hits of Life Orb. That's all that is. Yeah, so I have Protect in order to prevent First Impression from being able to revenge kill me whenever they go into Haxorus after I kill something, to try to get a lot of damage off on me, especially if they're banded. That's about the only way that they can really handle it. And I'm fully expecting SD Scale Shot because I don't have a way of beating it. I had to be very creative with my way of beating it. And same thing with Terrakion. If they kill my Politoed and they stall out rain turns, and Terrakion sets up a single Swords Dance, I pretty much just lose. It outspeeds my entire team outside of Scarfers, and even my Scarfers don't really beat it that well. So, like, I would have to bring Choice Scarfed Passimian, which I'm not even bringing. So, I'm really scared of Terrakion. I'm really scared of Terrakion. So, yeah, but that's Kingdra, Wincon, Sweeper, Breaker. It can do literally everything this entire game. Bizef Politoed, this is going to be one of my switch-ins to Terrakion the first time. So I can set up Rain, Scald, Toxic, Ice Beam, Weather Ball. Weather Balls in case I need a little bit more power, but then Ice Beam plus Water Move hits pretty much the entire team for good enough damage. And if I'm able to get a Toxic off on something like the AV Raikou, I'm able to then break through it with Kingdra later on in the game. So very standard, very easy. But next up we have Aegislash, Air Balloon, Aegislash, again, max, very easy. But I needed to have max in order to be able to pick up the KOs with Shadow Sneak plus one of the coverage moves into everything else. So for example, Shadow Ball, I needed to have to be able to kill Orbeetle, and Flash Cannon is really good versus Terrakion. Flash Cannon into Shadow Sneak kills everything, and then King Shield really lets me pretty much play around whatever my opponent would want to do with like Haxorus, Terrakion, Diggersby, anything like that. I can King Shield up and I can beat it. I have Air Balloon because the only way that Haxorus will be able to touch me is with First Impression or Earthquake. And Earthquake is if they're the Scale Shot set, because I think that they would have to be Scale Shot, Poison Jab, Earthquake if they wanted to be able to hit everything on my entire team, because Scale Shot can do a decent amount to Zapdos if they get it chipped, which is very easy to do with their team. So this is my way of pretty much protecting myself against that. I come in on an Air Balloon, they can't click EQ, I click Shadow Ball into Shadow Sneak, and I kill pretty much guaranteed as long as I don't let them SD up for free versus anything on my entire team. It's kind of the way I have to play it. So but yeah, next up we have Seismitoad. I have enough special defensive as mentioned, never be 3-hit KO'd by +1, or no, it never 2-shots me. from +1 Shadow Ball on Calm Mind Raikou. In case they're Calm Mind, they never are able to beat this without me at least getting one Earthquake off, putting it in range of Kingdra. That was the whole idea behind it. Stealth Rocks are pivotal this game. I need the Stealth Rocks damage for Kingdra to be able to break everything and clean everything. I've got to have the Stealth Rocks damage, but that's kind of just standard with any league game. This is also going to be one of my Terrakion checks. It's not a very good one, but it is what I kind of have to do, but it's also one of my only checks to Raikou because it is extremely powerful versus me. So I did go with a little bit of a mixed spread. Next up we have Zapdos, enough speed to be able to outspeed Jolly Max Speed Diggersby, so I can hit it with a Weather Ball. And then I have Thunder Hurricane and Weather Ball and Roost. I played back and forth whether I wanted this to be modest or bold. I ended up going with bold because it allowed me to live a scale shot at +1 from Haxor. So if they're DD scale shot, which I think is bad, but in case they were, it allowed me to live a +1 scale shot. So I ended up going with that. And then there's something else. Yeah, non-scarfed Diggersby. So if they're banded Diggersby and they're like locked into EQ expecting my Age Slash, I can go into Zapdos and I can start like spamming buttons. I can click Thunder expecting either the Skarm or the Raikou to come out and get off a good amount of damage on it, and then pivot around it that way. Next up we have Physically Defensive Sylveon. This will be my main Terrakion check, my main Haxorus check, my main switch into pretty much everything button. Wish, Baton Pass, Hyper Voice, and Protect. I toyed back and forth with Heal Bell over Baton Pass for a really long time, but I realized that if I have this thing in versus Haxorus and I'm able to get up a Wish before that, and then I'm able to Baton Pass it into my Kingdra, I can keep my Kingdra really healthy, and then I can sweep and break with my Kingdra at the same time. So that was kind of the game plan here. But with that, let's go ahead and hop right over into the battle. What's going on, guys? We're in the battle against Sir Jorge the Great. And I promise you, I did not want to give this man any free clout because I found out. Now wait for this. He gens his Pokemon. So that means he's a cheater. He's a cheater, guys. Exposing Sir Jorge the Great. It's okay. I clearly play everything legitimately. But we're going against Sir Jorge the Great for ICP this week. If you guys did not watch the team builder, it should have been right before this. Make sure you guys go watch it. Pretty please. Pretty please. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. If we win this, we're definitely guaranteed playoffs, which is good. I think as long as we just don't get smacked, we're guaranteed playoffs, which is pretty good. But either way, this season has been great. The only game that we like actually played really badly was against my homie D-Ray. But you know, and honestly, it is what it is, man. This was an unbelievably fun season. I've loved this team. I'm excited for playoffs. I'm hoping that we can just make it to, at minimum, semifinals. I want to win round 1 of playoffs, but there's a lot of really good players looking to be in playoffs right now, so I'm a little scared. But yeah, so I'm really excited for this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it until we connect with Sir Jorge the Great, and I will be right back. Alrighty, we have connected with Sir Jorge the Great. I'm nervous. I'm sorry. What the hell is a Cramorant doing on my screen? Excuse me, bitch. Okay. So I'm gonna lead off with Zapdos. Right? No. I'll lead off with Politoed and get the rain up. Because my Zapdos has Thunder, Hurricane, and Weather Ball. Outside of that, I don't have a way of touching the Skarmory, so I need to have that. But why is there a Cramorant on my screen? What? Are you ready for what I'm really scared of? Offensive Cramorant with Hurricane. My Politoed still isn't two-shot by it. So that's a Pog. But, And neither is my Sylveon. So we're good. Okay. Oh man, this is what determines playoffs, guys. If I win this, I lock up playoffs. If I even lose, but I just lose like slightly, I also make playoffs pretty much guaranteed. But he's gonna lead off with Sir Pinchy. That is totally fine. Actually, it's not, but whatever. Politoed versus Drapion. Scald is doing 55%, broski. Weather Ball is doing 68 to 80. I'm clicking Weather Ball. There is no shot. I mean, I'm fine with losing. I'm fine with losing that. I mean, I was fine with losing my my Damp Rock. This Weather Ball is doing 68 to 81. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again because I don't really care. Like, I wish I cared, but I just don't. All right, do I click Scald here to get a burn on something? I'm gonna click Scald here to get a burn on something, I think. Like, if you click knockoff and you lose this, you're gonna be sad. Okay, so Cramorant. Should we be taking 22 to 26, give or take? Yep. You are offensive, my friend. You are offensive. I'm gonna go into my Zapdos. I don't outspeed this thing. I'm gonna go into Seismitoad. I don't want this thing to get the thing. I want to get in my rocks. I'm gonna click knockoff. Get rid of boots. I'm gonna be annoying. Surf, I'm water absorbed. Get the hell out of my face. No shot I'm letting you do that to me. I'm not about to be embarrassed by a Cramorant. Hurricane, this is not two-shot me. Knockoff. Get rid of the booties. And now I'm going to go into my Sylveon. Because I'm expecting either a Roost or another Hurricane. My Sylveon does live 2 of anything. Roost, perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Hyper Voice because I'm doing 47 to 56. Surf is doing 34 to 40. And your switch-ins to Hyper Voice are not very happy, my friend. Okay. Going to Scarm. I assume. Oh no, okay. Cool. I'm gonna go for a Wish. The 25%. So fun fact, he brought a very different team than what I was expecting. Like a very, very different team. He's Spadef. Very Spadef. Gonna go hard into the young dose. And then I'm gonna click a Thunder. Spike. Slightly annoying, but you know it is what it is. I'm clicking Raw Thunder. I don't give a shit. I think the way that I'm going to end up winning this is with my Aegislash. I think that's about the only way I can win this. I'm being 100% honest with you. He brought a ton of rain checks. He brought Cram, and I hit the Thunder. Zapdos, you legend. Amazing. Goes for Toxic and hits. That's fine. I'm going for a Weather Ball here. He is fully Spadef. Never mind, I'm not. What has the higher accuracy? Thunder? They have the exact same accuracy. I'm gonna click Thunder. If I miss this one, oh well. Not the end of the world. And I hit another one. Zapdos. God. Okay, that's really good. Versus Raikou. Let's see. Okay, so he's not AV, which is really good to know. And he's not lefties either. I'm gonna go to my Sylveon. No withdraw. Are you going right back into your Scarm? You are. Oh, you legend. Great play. Great play. Great play. Phenomenal play. I'm going to go hard into my Politoed, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to go hard into Politoed. Goes for Roost. So expecting him to switch out into Cramorant here, I'm actually going to go for Toxic. I'm actually going to go for a Toxic. I wish I had Heal Bell right now. What? You were just about to sack this off to me. You... Oh my god. There is no shot. Oh, he lived. That's why. So this is getting really annoying because I actually didn't bring removal this week because I was like, I don't think I need it with how good Rain is versus them. But now I'm wishing I did because I'm a sad boy. Goes for Whirlwind. Okay. Whatever you bring me into, I'm pretty much okay with. Kingdra, please? Sylveon. That is the one thing. You know, like, that's the one thing that I was not okay with, but, you know, it is what it is. Roost spikes Whirlwind. Okay. Go for a Wish. And you're going to be back up at full. Which is going to be annoying. I think he's going to Whirlwind me here. I'm going to click Hyper Voice to break the Sturdy. I think that's kind of what I need to do. Oh, he's Toxic his last move. Yeah, I'm going to break Sturdy. I think he's Toxic his last move. Right? Yeah, because I think he Toxic'd my Zapdos as I clicked Raw Thunder. So I'm clicking Hyper Voice here for one reason and one reason only. I need to break Sturdy in case he Whirlwinds me, which is exactly what's happening. Perfect. Did I crit him? No, I did not. Please just send me into, like, Zapdos. Like, that'd be amazing. Please. Kingdra. I'm okay with this. Yep. Because I'm going to click Hydro Pump. Then Skarmory dies. I click Hydro Pump and he goes into Cramorant. Does it seem to be offensive by how much damage it did? I hit the Hydro Pump. Amazing. That is a dead Skarmory. I don't think the crit mattered. I don't think so, but I'm not going to be the one to say it. Depending on what they go into next depends on what I'm going to do. If they go into Alchemy, depending on investment, Hydro Pump has a chance to kill. I'm going for it. I think this is Spadef, I really do, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Yep, it's living. Oh, that sucks. It was for Draining Kiss. I'm okay with that, because I live Spike's re-entry. Yeah. Clicking it again. I've hit a lot of inaccurate moves. I'm bound to miss one, and this is the one I'm going to miss, and it's going to cost me my Kingdra, and I'm going to be a sad boy. I'm going to be a very, very, very sad boy. But Protect. Ooh. I think this is the last turn of Rain, too. That was a good Protect. I think Hydro is still going to kill. I'm clicking it again. Switch out into what? Okay. They are Unnerve. And I missed one. Okay, cool. I'm glad I missed that one. I'm glad I missed that one. I'm going to go into my Sylveon, I think. So I assume your Swords Dance, right? Poison Jab. Ooh, hard Poison Jab, you beast. Yeah, you're banded as hell. You're choice banded. Okay. That's good that you're choice banded. Because now I know you cannot touch this right now. You have to give me one. Give me one. You go into Alchemy. Shadow Ball into Flash Cannon kills. Shadow Ball into Shadow Sneak kills. If you go into Cramorant. Oh, you're going to go into... Oh, no, you went into this. Pog! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's down. I do still need to keep this thing. Sir Pinchy. What are you going to do to me? Losing my air balloon here is gonna suck, but if it's locked into Earthquake, I'm good. Because then I can go into my thing. I'm going to click Flash Cannon and get this thing out of my face. It's doing 47%. Did a little bit more. So it looks like he's adamant. Whatever. So Flash Cannon, get this thing out of my face. Perfect. So it is Raikou, Cramorant, and Haxorus left. And believe it or not, Cramorant is the only thing that my dumbass is worried about. Isn't that stupid? So dumb. If he goes into Cramorant here, oh, he went into this. Okay. I know you're banded, bro. I know you're banded. You're gonna lock yourself into Earthquake. If he goes for Earthquake here, I'm going to go into my Politoed, then bring in my Kingdra. Yep, okay. I'm going to sack off my Politoed, get in my Kingdra, and I should be okay. Because... ooh, okay. I'm actually okay with this. I'm actually okay with this because I get Rain up and I think I can get it up one more time. Which is kind of clutch. Yep. I'm gonna go hard into Toad. I'm gonna get up my Stealth Rocks here. I'm gonna get up my Stealth Rocks because I think I need them to win. I think I need them to win. And I can live a Hurricane. Not well, but I can. But if this thing comes back in taking 25%, I'll be set. And you get the confusion. Can I get up rocks, please? Please, Seismitoad, do not hit yourself, please. Thank you. Okay. So unfortunately, I don't have anything I can stack off to this thing. A Zapdos to a Cramorant. God, I cannot believe I'm calcing this shit. Does 57% with a Surf. I can't. I need Aegislash. Right. I'm going to save this around just a little bit. Oh, God, I hope that's not a misplay. I can't really tell what the correct play is because I need to get a good switch in to something. Oh, he made the play. Good play, bro. Phenomenal play. Absolutely phenomenal play. I'm going to go hard in a Zap. Gonna go for a Thunder. Man, great play. I do still think I have an out to this, but it's going to involve me clicking another Hydro Pump with... God. I cannot believe... I cannot believe that Cramorant almost just got a kill versus me. Okay. Oh man, this is getting close, bro. If they go into Haxorus... Yep. I'm clicking Protect, expecting First Impression. Yep. This is why I brought Protect for this scenario. And then I'm going to click Hydro Pump. Yep, expecting the Raikou to come in. I just got to hit this Hydro Pump, man. I've got to. Oh my god, he stayed in. What? I'm gonna click Ice Beam now. I didn't check rain turns. I have a feeling I'm out of rain turns now. Right? Yep. Oh man, one more turn. If I clicked Ice Beam there, man, was Hydro Pump a risky play? Oh man, one more rain turn. Man, what a phenomenal game. What a phenomenal game. I mean, I'm going to click Hydro Pump anyway just to see, but wow, what a phenomenal game. Oh, and it's got E-Speed. Man. It's Life Orbed. Wow. Oh, this was such a good game. This was such a good game. I'm definitely gonna have to look back and see like what plays I could have made a little bit better. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to look back at this one. This was such a good game. I'm gonna go for Weather Ball. GG's to Jorge, man. GG's to Jorge. I hit a lot of inaccurate moves. I think the play with... There was a play where I could have killed Skarm, but I didn't. Man, E-Speed was such a good bring, too. Such a smart bring. I was so scared of AV and, like, Subcalm Mind. Damn. What a good game. I think even if I clicked Ice Beam there, I didn't win because he had E-Speed. I guess maybe I could have... I don't know. I'm gonna have to do the whole thing where I like stop and then do like the post thing to where I can actually look at it. But man, that was a phenomenal game. Okay, I'm gonna pause it. GG's to Sir Jorge the Great. That was a phenomenal game. I definitely didn't prep enough for Cramorant, which is kind of funny to think about, but I'll be right back with the post thingy. Alrighty guys, so here we are with the post-com thing, the post-battle thoughts. So first thing that I should have noticed on team preview was that he prepped heavy for rain, like big time heavy for rain. So I should have brought in Kingdra a little bit sooner, I think, to try to start breaking things down, because once it got in and it started clicking Hydro Pumps, like it shredded everything. It absolutely shredded everything. I definitely should have brought Heal Bell on Sylveon, because so as much as I'm looking at the team, right, Sylveon with Heal Bell benefited so much this game, because looking at his draft, right, he could have had T-Spikes, he had Toxic on multiple Mons, he could have had Will-O-Wisp, he could have had a bunch of stuff, but So I think that one thing I could have done better in prep was have heal bell on Sylveon. That is definitely something I should have done. But so in prep, things that he didn't bring that I kind of wanted to point out that also threw a big wrench in my plan. He didn't bring Terrakion, which I did not have a switch into. So I really expected him to bring Terrakion with SD quick attack, because if he lets my Kingdra get chipped down a little bit by using Alchemy, by using Cramorant, by using things like that to try to like take a hit or two, that thing at +2 quick attack. I want to calc that real quick, because I know I calced it like earlier on. The +2 quick attack does 38 to 46 with Life Orb. So if he gets like one Draining Kiss off or one attack off on me by surprise that I don't kill, I was really worried about that. I was really worried about Terrakion. I was really worried about a lot of things. Didn't bring Diggersby, which I also did not have a switch into on my entire team. Did not have a switch into Diggersby. Maybe Shelmet, but even then, that's not a good switch in. So not seeing those two things whenever I prepped pretty hard for both of them, and the way that I would play around both of them is a little surprising. But in hindsight, they're both really weak to water. They're really weak to surf spam. They're really weak to everything. So I can understand it. I was still really scared of it in prep. In prep, I should have noticed that, and I should have thought of that. The other thing that I probably should have done a little bit better this game is get up rocks early on. I definitely needed to get up rocks early on to start chipping down things like the Raikou as it came in. The Alchemy would have died if I got rocks up. Drapion, it would have been easier to kill. Skarmory would have been easier to kill if I got rocks up. I needed to get rocks up that game. I also should have brought Defog on Zapdos over Roost, because clearly I couldn't Roost up on much on this team aside from Skarm, but I needed both attacks, right? I needed Weather Ball, I needed Thunder, and I needed Hurricane, because like Hurricane, Weather Ball, Thunder, 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 Thunder. Like, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, whatever, blah blah blah, Imagine Dragons joke. I needed those offensive moves, but I wish I could have fit Defog on the team somehow, but I just couldn't. So I wish I could have. But yeah, so as for plays that I probably could have made a little bit better, I think this play right here, going hard into this, I should have gotten rocks up here. What I should have done is I should have gotten rocks up here. Play. Thank you. I should have gotten rocks up here, because then it would have baited him to Hurricane again, and then I could have just gone out into Zapdos or Sylveon anyway, and I would have been fine, and I would have taken a little bit more chip damage. I would have had to pivot around, but at least I would have had rocks up. And if I had rocks up, right? Look at this. It would be like right here. So about 2 bars. Bam. Right? It turned that Thunder into a roll, and I wish I had done that. I should have gotten up rocks. Bad play on my end right there, instead of when I clicked knockoff. Definitely should have done that. And I think that would have changed the game a lot, because again, look at this. So it switched out. He did a really good job. First off, Jorge made amazing plays. He baited me into doing so much. He made amazing plays. I want to say that first off. But whenever he made this play and went right back into Skarm, it definitely couldn't have switched in on rocks after taking lefties. If I got up rocks the first time, he couldn't have made the play. So that was definitely a bad play on my end. Going into Sylveon, right here was a pretty bad play as well, in my opinion. Oh no, he whirlwinded me into Sylveon. And then I expected him... was it? Oh, whenever I clicked Toxic, that was the bad play. If I had clicked Weather Ball on this thing, how much did it do? Because he was very clearly Spadef Skarm, like very Spadef. I would have done 41% instead of clicking Toxic right here, but I really expected the Cramorant to come in, because if he lets this thing get burnt, oh man, it would have been really easy. But he didn't have an attacking move. He didn't care about a burn. Didn't know that until now. So also a bad play. But I think after this, I really clawed my way back well. Right here, just to look at. if I got up rocks, yep, would have been a roll. Definitely couldn't. No, it would have killed, because this is 5, 10, 12. Hydro Pump would have killed. So I wouldn't have taken the Draining Kiss damage. Yeah, I needed to get up rocks early on. That is realistically what this whole thing came down to, was I didn't get up rocks early enough, and that was the downfall of the entire game. But either way, phenomenal game to Sir Jorge the Great. He made phenomenal plays in baiting me to get his Skarm healthy again. But yeah, either way, super happy. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. We have one more game, and we're currently sitting at 6-3. We just need to not get slaughtered in this last game, and we should be fine. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Make sure you guys go check out Jorge's channel. His link will be down in the description below, but I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't do anything I wouldn't do.